Hello YouTube, this is Bonjaris, and this is basically a video response to Ashe the Raven and his video, What the Hell is a Real Christian? I want to attempt to answer that for you. Also want to give a shout out to my friend Tammy Lala, and hopefully you like the tie and the shirt. This is for you. That's just a little joke. For Angry Little Girl, which is a video that was kind of linked onto this particular video from Ashe the Raven. Angry Little Girl speaking about International Square Earth Society and the insistence that biblically in the Old Testament, mostly is her reference points about them believing it is a square earth. This is an issue that I covered in a video which I responded to the same type of question to theoretical BS, my friend Scott, and it's on my site labeled a response, I ain't huffy scruffy. So take a look at that and you get a little insight. Basically, hermeneutics will help you out. Also understanding that the Bible is a piece of literature that is comprised of several different facets, basically including hyperbole, metaphorical statements. Language itself is metaphorical, so just speaking English, you know that it's metaphorical, and translations of terminologies instead of words when you're going from Greek or Hebrew into English, you have to find one statement or one word in a Greek or a Hebrew context, and it has a blossomed definition in English. So you have to understand language and the nature of language to really get into the intricacies of what is written in the Bible. Metaphorical, literal, apocalyptic, all different types of writings in there. You also must remember that it's a Hebrew book written for Hebrew people, by Hebrew people, and a majority of the people in the Bible are Hebrew in culture. So that's another clue to discerning what the Bible is trying to say. There's also a link I'm going to post for Ashe the Raven regarding church history and how Christianity came into being, so to speak, and as well a link for the Angry Little Girl to see, and anyone else, you're welcome, a site where there's a list for a lexicon, Strong's Concordance, which actually gives you the literal Hebrew and Greek words and translates them in their true meaning. For instance, the word end means to the extremities, to the farthest reaches of, not pointed edges. But anyway, that's not what this video response is for. This is to answer the question, what the hell is a Christian? I'm going to try to play back some of your statements here in your video, Ashe, and try to respond to them.
There's a lot of serious bullshit out there.
I don't know if you can hear this.
Christians deciding who's a real Christian and who's not.
Christians don't get to decide who's a real Christian or who's not. The word Christian means a follower of Christ. Basically, A being one who is designated. Follower meaning one in the service of another. One that follows the opinions or teachings of another. One that imitates another, or the archaic form or definition is one that chases. These are all Webster's translations and definitions. The word of, used as a function word. My phone's ringing, but I'm going to ignore that. Used as a function word to indicate a point of reckoning, origin, or derivation. And Christ, the word itself, means the anointed one. Anointed means to choose by, or as if by divine election, which is in league to how he was elected by God the Father to provide a propitiation for mankind back to the Father, which was broken initially by sin. The word Christian was the name first given to the worshippers of Jesus by the Gentiles of that time. And you got to remember there was a strong Greco-Roman influence back in the days of Christianity in post-Acts, of the book of Acts, in the post-Acts society. But from the 2nd century onward, the name was accepted by them as a title of honor. So that basically gives you the root of what a Christian should be, or what a Christian is. To follow Christ would be to follow the examples set forth in Scripture, that which we know about. You can show your affiliation with Christ, or the fact that you are a follower of Christ, not by your words, but by your actions, which basically gets into the next part of your video.
Because it's inconvenient to call Adolf Hitler a Christian.
By the terms defined right there, Adolf Hitler might have spoke or related any of his actions or his thought processes to the God of the Bible, but in essence, his actions were quite contradictory to anything in the Bible, especially from a quote-unquote Pauline epistle or Christian behavioral or exemplary actions. They're not even relevant. I can't perceive how you could look at an historical Hitler and what he has done, and say he was a Christian by profession only, and his profession was obviously false. Where in the Bible do you see Christians killing Jews in the name of God? It's not in there. But maybe you've seen something I haven't seen, but that's ridiculous.
For a start, so because he persecuted the Jews, he therefore couldn't be Christian.